Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Hope you are all doing well. Today is Tuesday, June 10th, and welcome back to another episode of Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. For those of you that don't know me and are new to my page, my name is Tammy Savello, and welcome to Cards by TLC. And every Tuesday, my dear friend Jenny Fetz and I go live for an episode of Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. Although I am flying solo today, Jenny is out of town, so you are just getting, as far as videos go, you are just getting my video today. So let me just pull up really quick, and yes, I'm good to go. I just want to make sure I get the comments going. But today is all about graduation. It is kind of technically still graduation season around here. In hindsight, I probably should have shared this a couple of weeks ago. But if you do have some graduates last minute gift cards that you need, this is one that I am creating today. So I thought it would be fun to dive into the online exclusive cap and gown cling mount stamp set. This is a cling mount stamp set. Kind of wish it was photopolymer, but I'm a photopolymer girl, but I thought it would be fun to create this gift card holder. So you have your gift card in the front, and then you open up the card base. So you have kind of like a double flap card going on here, and then I created my own background, but I thought it was really fun. It has the hands that you throw the graduation cap up in the air. You have your silhouette of your graduate diploma, and then some great standard class of, and then you could tie it in with maybe the alphabet set that you can do your dies. So that is what we are working with today. Let me just make sure I'm good to go. I'm good to go. So I kind of have to laugh. When I created this card, I stamped it, and I was like, oh, I'll stamp everything in the blueberry bushel, no problem. Well, the hands are blue, and I didn't color the hands. So we're going to be using Smoky Slate to stamp this image today, and we are actually also going to color the hands in. And let me kind of show you, Stampin' Up! Has these great skin tones, all naturals, and this is the medium light. This is the Stampin' Up! 800. It's in the medium light, and it can be found on page 129 in your annual catalog, but they have the different categories, and this is part of the medium light. So if you're looking to get a perfect skin tone, get these. You can get a variety of skin tones. It's fantastic. You can do some browns, some woods, whatever you want. These are great to have in your craft room. So that is what we are using for the skin tones today. Let's go ahead and dive into the parts and pieces for our card. Now again, all of the cards all the dimensions as usual will be at cardsbytlc.com tomorrow, the 11th. So if you're looking for specific sizes and dimensions in the replay, it will be there tomorrow. So we have a top folding card base in blueberry bushel that is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. You have your two basic white panel pieces, one for the inside, one for the front. And these two pieces are cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Then you have a secondary card base, and this is cut at 3 1/8 by 8 1/4, and I have scored it in half at 4 1/8. And then we have our front focal point piece that is cut at 3 by 4. And then I have chosen the cloud cover design, stripe design, and this is actually the opposite side of the designer paper series. It's from the Florals and Bloom stamps or designer paper. Good morning, Anne. Welcome in. We are just getting started on creating. So let's go ahead and and I'm sorry, this piece was cut at 3 by 3. So let's go ahead. Let me pull out the paper trimmer because I do need to cut this at a diagonal, because this piece right here is the piece that's going to hold our gift card holder, so our pocket piece. So again, I have cut it at 3 by 3, and anytime I cut at a diagonal, I want to line tip to tip in track, but I also want to bring my cutting blade and start it kind of in the middle, not at the edges. It prevents from those edges getting crinkled, so you don't want them all crumpled. And then we have our pocket piece right here, and then you're also going to want to use, in my opinion, some tear and tape, because it gives that thin border that you need, but it's also durable. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me bring in my little scrap piece here. And we are going to go ahead and do our front focal point. Let me get this out of the way, that out of the way, and we are good to go. We are going to go ahead and do our front focal point. We are not stamping it in blue hands this time, but what I am going to do is I'm going to start off by putting my sentiment down at the bottom, which is congratulations graduates, and I am stamping that in Blueberry Bushel because our colors in our area are blue and gold. I didn't do a gold border because this was for a friend that her daughter's school colors were just blue and white. So I am just going to go ahead and stamp this down. This is a great stamp set just to have for, it's a great standard graduation stamp set. And then I'm going to keep this out off to the side because I am going to stamp the hat in blue. But I'm going to bring in my two hands here, my left and my right, and we are going to line that up and stamp those down. But I am going to stamp that in Smoky Slate. I want to allow myself room for the ink to dry because we're going to be doing a little bit of ink blending. So I'm going to start off by stamping my right hand down. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to line this up. This is where I wish we had the photopolymer on that. But I'm going to line the tip of the sleeve there up with the tip of the sleeve on my other one. And that should give me, oops, this glare is kind of coming in. That should give me a pretty even, fingers crossed. Yes, perfect. That lined up nice and even. So I'm going to let that dry because I'm going to color in the hands and I am going to color in the sleeves. But I'm going to go ahead and bring in my graduation cap. And we're going to stamp that in Blueberry Bushel. And again, we're going to let that dry because we're going to do some ink blending with our Blueberry Bushel blends. And I'm going to kind of come at an angle because when you toss a hat up, it kind of goes at an angle. It doesn't go straight up. It could go straight up, but kind of go at an angle. I'm going to leave this out because we're going to also bring in our smaller cap and do our background. I wanted to do that first and allow that to dry. So I'm just going to come in with my little cap here and I'm going to make my own background. And I am not really paying attention. I'm going to flip that over because I just smudged with that. I'm going to at least pay attention by not moving my hand because this is a cling mount. So you don't want to like push it up like that. But I am just coming in and just kind of making my own designer paper background. Oh. Okay. I just saw that we're having some connecting issues. Before I continue, can you guys hear me? Sorry that might have some connecting issues. I'm going to kind of stop really quick and make sure that we're good to go. If you were in the live chat, can you just let me know that we're connected? I think we're okay now, but we had a slight blip. I'm going to go ahead and go forward. It looks like we're good to go again. What do I have on my stamp? Luckily, that's kind of being covered up. I think we're good to go. I got something on my stamp there. Okay. And then we're going to go back to creating our background. Okay, good. Thank you, Anne. I showed a glitch, but you guys didn't get it, so that's good. Okay, that should be good to go for our little cap. I'm going to leave this off to the side. In fact, let's go ahead and stamp the inside. All of the hard work was worth it. Let me grab my other insert piece, and then we can put the ink away. So we have all of the hard work was worth it. And of course, you're going to want to focus on whatever your school colors are that you're creating for, and maybe the skin tone of the graduate that you're creating for. That's what I love about all of these. You can get all different types of skin tones, and I absolutely love it. And since we have our envelope, I'm going to bring in the larger cap and maybe the diploma and decorate. I'll just do the cap right now. Kind of maybe. There you go. And then, do I have the stamp? Let me pull the stamp set out really quick. Let's go ahead and do the diploma. Grab a block really quick. And we're going to add our cute little diploma down there. And there's our envelope. Had to decorate the envelope. Okay, now all the stamping is done. We can go back to putting this together. Get that out of the way. Okay, we're good. Okay, we have our insert. Then we're going to add our front panel. I'm going to use a liquid glue because I am almost out of seal and I have some on order, but they are still picking it. So I don't want to use up all of my seal. I'm on my last dispenser. Okay, there's our front. And then let's go ahead and do the insert of our pocket here. And again, we started out with a 3x3 piece of Florals and Bloom designer paper. Cut that at an angle, and now we have our cute little pocket pieces. And if I wanted to make it end to end, I would have had a 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 square, but I did kind of like the little frame of that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put my design, or put my tear and tape along the perimeter, not this side, but along the edge, so we can create our pocket. And I am using some tear and tape. Go along the edge. I'm going as far down as I possibly can because I want to allow room for my gift card to go in there. Come in here. Go along the edge with my tape. Then I'm going to take my release tape, and then I'll put the two pieces together, and then I'll adhere it to my card base. So I have taken all my release tape off. And then I'm going to come in here and line that tip, corner tip piece. Oh. Line that up. There we go. Then we have our pocket piece, and kind of messed up my little tip there. See how easy that was to bend that just with your fingertips? That's why I like to do, when I'm cutting, avoid by starting in the center. And then we have our gift card. It's not really a gift card, but you can use any gift card that you want there. And then we're going to go ahead and adhere. Wait, I'm not going to adhere this first. I'm going to go ahead and do my coloring. Like I said, we don't have blue hands, so I did the smoky slate this time. Oh, I don't need a trimmer. That's fun. Why would I need a trimmer to color? So I used the Stampin' Up 800, and again, this is the medium light. And I am just going to color that directly. And the reason why I did smoky slate is because I didn't want that stark line. It's more of a natural. So, and there is lighter. The higher up you go, the lighter it goes. So Stampin' Up 1000 is our lightest color, and it goes down to 100, which is our darkest color. And this is our first of our medium light, which is the 800. Go. And then we have our sleeves. So I'm just going to kind of go over the outline with my blend of the sleeve. Sorry, I can't talk and color at the same time. And then I'm going to come up here. This is with my light blueberry bushel. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing. With my cap. Then I'm going to come in with my dark and do my tassel string. And then color in my top part of my tassel. And then I'm going to leave that just with the blueberry bushel ink. And then I'm going to come in with the in color embellishment and do the smallest one for the top part of my tassel. I'm just coming in, doing my straight coloring. I will catch up on comments in a minute. There we go. Good to go. Yeah, that's much better having the hands colored in. Isn't it a cute gift card holder? I love it. So we are going to go ahead and adhere this to our front. Just something different that you have a little extra something. Rather than having the gift card on the inside, you have plenty of room to do your writing. And then this will just go on the front. And then I'm going to come in. I wanted to definitely do a stronger adhesive. And then I'm just going to center that. And then I have the amazing 2025-2027 in color flat pearls. I love the flat pearls because you don't have to have that extra postage. Okay. And then I put that smaller pearl on the top of the tassel. And then I'm going to come in with some more embellishments. Might do one more right there. And there we have it. There is our easy but fun gift card holder. Sorry, fingers are not quite working. Got a double flip of our gift card holder and our matching envelope. Isn't that fun? So cute. Okay, my friends, that will do it for me today. Now, as I mentioned before at the beginning of the video, I am solo today. Jenny is out of town, so she won't be on live today at 4. But join us next week. We're doing 3D projects. Be sure to come back for that. And this week, I'm also kicking off my Template Thursday with Tammy on my YouTube channel. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to all. It'll inform you when I have uploaded that video. That won't be a live. It'll just be a pre-recorded video. And you can join me and check out what sketch I chose to do so. And then come back on Sunday on my YouTube channel on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's the 14th of June. Right there on my YouTube channel, I'll be going live and we'll see what we create this week. I will see you all next time for more creative fun. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Bye.